Charlie Morningstar would not be happy with this video topic since it goes against what the Hazbin Hotel stands for.
It's too damn bad!
With how well received my Hell of a Boss videos have been lately, I wanted to try my hand with the other VGMarkis show in the Hell multiverse, and since this is me we're talking about, it's gotta be a feats of strength video.
Not the feats of strength.
So today I'm gonna be doing my very best to rank the Hazbin Hotel cast from weakest to strongest. With the pilot being damn near the only content to go off of, some of these places could be almost interchangeable, but let's just jump right into it, starting with the weakest of them all. And that is Tom Trench. Nothing personal, Tom. You're a decent newscaster, a little bit of a pervert, but you know, you're also kind of a bitch, so you didn't do a whole lot, sorry, you gotta be last. Next up, I'm putting Nifty right after Tom. She didn't do a whole lot either, but the fact that Alastor, one of Hell's Overlords, thinks she's worth his time, I think is pretty telling. She's also very fast, as shown when she zipped around the hotel trying to tidy up. The way she moved every time she was on screen, she didn't even have a walking animation. You might see a pattern here for the weaker characters being the ones that have almost no screen time / haven't shown any fighting capabilities. Like Nifty being bilingual, you know, it's cool, but it's not adding to destructive capability. And the same goes with Husk. Also multilingual, can play the saxophone and piano, on top of being good at magic, but is that really gonna help him in a fight? Not so much. Even his flight ability, I unfortunately can't give much weight to. You know, yeah, having flight is cool, but it's been stated by Viv that he's not fond of his full demon form at all, therefore he barely flies like that. On top of being super lazy. Husk, I wish you could be higher. I hope to see more of what you're capable of when the show officially airs. I think putting Katie Killjoy after Husk seems fair to me. Katie's another sinner demon just like everyone else previously mentioned so far in most of this list, but has actually shown herself to be quite scrappy if need be. She had zero issue with squaring up against Charlie, the king of Hell's daughter, regardless of what consequences could befall her if she were to seriously injure Charlie. Her full demon form is kind of basic though, it just gives her a set of extra eyes and some extra spider-like legs. Definitely can't have her above Charlie because those two were fighting evenly without Charlie even going all out. One day I want to see Charlie go all out on someone, but methinks that her moral compass wouldn't allow her to do that, but who knows. Sir Pentious comes in our next spot. At first I was going to put this guy above both Angel Dust and Cherry Bomb, but the thing I was forgetting to factor in was this guy had a whole army of those egg boys and still had trouble holding his own against those two. However, he's no pushover sinner, you know, being snake-like, he's got a venomous bite that can cause opponents to fall ill, it's constriction with his tail, and can even hypnotize victims with the eyes of his hood, although we didn't see that, but it's apparently confirmed he can do that. Sir Pentious has some solid muscles as well, as shown when he was able to use grappling chain on Angel, then slam him into the ground from far away. Granted, Angel didn't seem to take much damage from the impact itself. It's still at least somewhat impressive in my eyes that Sir could throw Angel's entire body around like that with just one arm. A perfect segue into the next character, Angel Dust. To be honest, he, Sir Pentious, and Cherry Bomb could all be borderline interchangeable. Being a spider-like demon as well as a pole dancer, Angel is very flexible, can jump high, and has a very good sense of smell. Just an overall athletic guy. He's got access to even more appendages, like Katie, being able to control 6 arms at once rather than 4 if he chooses to, though the last pair seems to be usually a last resort sort of thing, because the only time they came out of his body was to help him break free from Sir Pentious' clutches. Angel's also got solid weapon proficiency, wielding a Tommy gun like it's nothing. His durability is quite solid as well, not being painfully affected by Sir's chain slam at all, like I said previously. Getting aroused by the feeling, in fact. Next up is his partner in crime, Cherry Bomb. What personally gives Cherry Bomb a bit of an edge over Angel in particular is she's got a little bit more variety when it comes to her unique abilities, and mainly her ability revolving around explosives. Like regular bombs or even a rocket launcher, it definitely packs more of a punch than just 2 extra arms, you know what I mean? She was holding her own against Sir Pentious completely solo as well, a lot of the time looking like she had the upper hand in fact. Yeah, Angel came in to help later on, but it wasn't exactly the type of help Cherry needed if she was in actual danger. It was more so like, hey, I'm having a blast over here whooping this guy's ass, you should come join, it'd be tons of fun. That's how I took it anyway. Even if Angel didn't show up, I think she would have been fine. Now for the OG hotel staff and the last sinner of the bunch, Vaggie. Arguably even more scrappy than Katie, Vaggie doesn't mess around when she gets angry, especially when it comes to defending her best friend Charlie. Her hand-to-hand combat skills / strength are solid enough to where she sucker punched that cameraman hard enough to the point where he never got back up. Her weapon proficiency with blades in particular is also pretty good, being able to perfectly throw a dagger where the electric window handle was in the limo. She also wields a harpoon for self-defense against more threatening demons like Alastor. She knows how powerful Alastor is too, and I don't take her as someone with low intelligence to pick a fight with someone she knows she wouldn't stand an absolute chance against. Clearly, she has enough confidence in her own fighting ability to go toe-to-toe with Alastor for at least a decent bit. It's very possible we haven't seen the full extent of her abilities yet. Originally, I wasn't going to put any of these guys on the list since they haven't really had proper screen time yet, but at the same time, their names / ranking in hell are still pretty important amongst the, fan base in the world, so I'm sure I would have gotten torched in the comments if I left them out. That being the Hell Overlords, Valentino, Vox, and Velvet. Vox can control electricity in some ways, similarly to how Stolas did in episode 6 of Hell of a Boss. Valentino's a strong pimp that commands enough power for even Angel Dust to fear him, and Velvet, well, she's kind of just there, but she's still an Overlord, so. Now here's where I might lose some of you. I'm going to put current Charlie at the number 2 spot. Yeah, she hasn't done a ton besides, the scrap with Katie and, create some fire. But we gotta remember, fellas, she's literally Lucifer's daughter and the heir to Hell's throne. She has access to demon magic that most other demons can't obtain no matter how hard they try. Her potential is crazy. Though, like I mentioned earlier, I wonder if we'll ever even see her go to that point once the show starts airing. I mean, I feel like at least one time, right? Why else would the crew take the time to even give her that other demon form in the first place if it wasn't going to be utilized in some way, shape, or form, But even with all the potential, she still didn't show a whole lot during the plot, so I didn't want to give her a definitive number 1 spot. That belongs to none other than Alastor. Without a doubt, the strongest Overlord we've seen in Hell thus far. This guy can summon fire, make plants wilt just by looking at them, as shown in the comics. Can summon giant eldritch tentacles to destroy an entire ship with sinners inside. He can create portals similar to Stolas to transport others to his location. The versatility with this guy is unreal. And what's crazy is, this likely isn't even the surface of his full potential yet, because Viv stated that he prefers to keep a lot of his abilities hidden because he enjoys being unpredictable. Alastor also scales to about the same level as Stolas, who's part of the Ars Goetia. He's just nuts and probably my favorite character in Hazbin Hotel currently. I cannot wait to see more of him. That just about covers all the bases though. Sorry if this felt a little scuffed and short compared to my other strength-related videos, but hey, I'm testing the waters when it comes to Hazbin Hotel stuff since I've never done a video on Hazbin Hotel in specific, so hopefully you guys still enjoyed. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below. It helps out a ton. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Peace out, take care, bye-bye.